Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. Today we're on episode 14 in the series, and we saw quite a bit happen. You probably noticed quite a lot of things. But the first thing you probably notice is this right here, Canada and the USA. The other thing you notice is probably what the frick happened to the Dutch? Well, it kind of was stable until out of nowhere uprising started. France wanted to be free. This orange country wanted to be free. Sign country wanted to be free. Switzerland kinda. So it kinda ended up collapsing. They ended up having to give away land right here. I forgot. Sweden collapsed. And they were forced to give independence to this. Poland was shriveled up to this. This broke away. So, yeah. But now we're gonna fill in these gaps. Okay, so that's gonna do it, and I'm gonna be saying our first war. This war is gonna be between USA, Canada, and the Dutch. The Dutch is gonna try to read their land in the Americans as they lost all of it, as countries got independence, as USA did. But the fun to do this is surprisingly not the USA, it is Canada. There was a little fight of who's gonna get more of America. There was one where the US got this much land and Canada was this. And Canada got this land, the Great Lakes. Or it was USA got all of it, Canada got all of it. So they fought a war, and this is what it ended up looking like. Canada's gonna try to regain the land they wanted. Now, the enemy decided to invade, and the yellow team wasn't expecting this. Well, kind of. They were surrounded by the USA, but they thought it would be the USA since they border them, but guess not. Also, a new weapon was invented. That weapon, this is the 2nd century, so it's the year 2000. So, yeah, it's the 2nd century, so it's the year 2000. Actually, yeah, that's the year 2000. It's the year 2000. Also, they make another landing here. And by maybe a week, it'll look something like this. Then finally, we see the US join. And since they border them, it's going to be much easier to draw. Set evade. And this is how much they have taken. Do take a little bit right here, and they start through. And make a little spearhead, and make some progress with it. Until finally, we see more progress. Taking place. So finally, we see Dutch join. But the yellow country doesn't want to deal with that, so they surrender. Now we're going to look at this peace treaty. And that's going to be doing it for the peace treaty. Actually, also countries have advanced in fishing, so that's the thing. But now we're going to be looking more into World War II. Oh wow, I've already wasted 8 minutes. I gotta hurry this up. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna see is the Chinese and the Indonesians declaring war on, you know who? This Indian Union. And after a couple months, Indonesia takes very valuable trading, and China will start to invade. They invade drastically, not until it finally slows down as troops arrive, but and they start to settle in here, and they will start to hit. But now most of the troops are right here. Most of their troops are right here. trying to fight off the spearhead that they were trying to make. Due to that, China now has another advantage of making a spearhead, and this one goes way better. And they eventually cut off this very, like, this is like maybe 5 provinces, and looks very good for the Chinese. Let's go like that. Indonesians, let me go and do right here. Right here. And we will take around this much land until we see. But now let's get away from that. Also, if you're wondering what these two things are, these two countries, these were made to keep from India expanding upwards. So it really doesn't matter, because when they do defeat these countries, these are probably going to be connected. China will have more land over here, cyan, green, so it's going to prevent them. But now we're going to be heading over to the green country. Main reason this war. They ask gold team if they can buy them. The gold team's like, what the heck, bro? We're part of the opposite team. We're trying to fight against you. So they kill the leader. They kill the leader of the gold team, and they buy the land from the people, and it is done. Now they're going to be declaring their first war. And that first war is actually not being declared by them. It's going to be declared by a completely different country. That country is going to be over here. And it is going to be the salmon country. The fight for independence. Remember this site? This wasn't the exact color of the country, but whatever. They got an upgrade. This country was defeated by the union between the Siberian country that was over here and the Sign country. They declare independence, but they don't recognize them, not able to give them independence. They don't have their currency. They don't even have their capital that was right here in Lisbon. So, you know what they're gonna do? They'll declare war. And declare war they do. They eventually take all this land, making their border bigger, but who knows? They may not. Will they ever have a border with them again? The invasion ends up not doing well. They do recruit more troops, so the invasion does go a teeny bit faster for them. As you can see, why isn't the green team holding off? That is because most of the troops are over here in the Balkan area, the European area. There's a little bit right here. There's quite a bit. There is some right here. There's probably more where this country was and where this country was. There isn't any right here, so if that's kind of dumb, because this country could trade them for the land that they have, but they would probably collapse. They might actually collapse. This is way bigger than the union that they have. But now that's gonna be the end for the episode. I hope you all enjoyed watching. And this is the second episode of what supplies over World War II. See, so thanks for watching. Yeah.